Do you have stinky feet? Welcome to Versus Vault. Today, we're getting to the bottom of the mystery behind stinky feet and, of course, how to fix it. We discuss why some shoes smell more than others, how to prevent odor, and a common household item that can help. Have you ever kicked off your shoes at the end of a long day, only to be hit by a wave of stinky feet odor that makes you want to recoil? If so, you're not alone. Foot odor, or bromodosis, is a common and totally normal problem that a lot of us deal with. But why do feet stink in the first place? And what can you do to keep that smell in check? Let's dive in. So why do feet smell? First things first, why do feet smell anyway? Well, the main culprit behind stinky feet is sweat. Your feet contain more sweat glands per square inch than any other part of your body, up to 250,000 sweat glands per foot. These glands are working overtime, producing around half a pint of sweat a day. Now, sweat itself doesn't smell. It's actually odorless. But when it comes into contact with the bacteria that naturally live on your skin, things start to get a bit funky. These bacteria feed on the sweat and break down skin cells, and in the process, they produce some pretty stinky byproducts. Think of it like this. The bacteria are having a little feast, and foot odor is their leftovers. These byproducts are volatile organic compounds, and they're what give off that unpleasant odor. Another factor is the environment inside your shoes. It's dark, damp, and warm. Basically, the perfect conditions for bacteria and fungi to thrive. Fungi, like the ones that cause athlete's foot, also love this environment and can contribute to the odor problem. Wearing shoes made of non-breathable materials or wearing the same shoes repeatedly without allowing them to dry can make things even worse. Why do some shoes smell worse than others? You might have noticed that some of your shoes smell much worse than others. For example, wool-lined boots can end up smelling particularly bad. This is because certain materials, like wool, tend to retain moisture more effectively. Wool is great for warmth, but it also absorbs and holds onto sweat, creating a damp environment that bacteria love. The longer that moisture sticks around, the more time bacteria have to multiply and produce those smelly byproducts. The enclosed nature of boots, especially ones made for cold weather, also traps heat and prevents proper airflow, which makes things even worse. How to fix smelly shoes? If your wool-lined boots or other shoes have developed a serious odor problem, here are some tips to help you fix it. Dry them thoroughly. After wearing your boots, make sure to dry them thoroughly. You can stuff them with newspaper to help absorb moisture, or use a shoe dryer. Letting them air out in a well-ventilated area will also help prevent moisture from sticking around. Use odor-absorbing insoles. Consider using odor-absorbing insoles, particularly in shoes that tend to get smelly. Insoles made from activated charcoal or other antimicrobial materials can help reduce bacteria and neutralize odors. Apply baking soda, sprinkle some baking soda inside your shoes and leave it overnight. Baking soda is a great natural deodorizer and will help absorb moisture and reduce odor. Disinfect the shoes. Use a disinfectant spray or UV shoe sanitizer to kill bacteria inside your shoes. This is especially helpful for wool-lined boots that are harder to clean thoroughly. Rotate your footwear. Try not to wear the same pair of boots every day. Giving your shoes a day or two to dry out completely will help reduce the buildup of bacteria and keep the smell under control. Freeze your shoes. It might sound strange, but placing your shoes in a plastic bag and leaving them in the freezer overnight can kill odor-causing bacteria. Just be sure to let them thaw and dry completely before wearing them again. How to prevent foot odor. So, what can you do about it? Fortunately, there are plenty of ways to tackle foot odor and keep it at bay. Wash your feet thoroughly. It might seem obvious, but washing your feet properly is the first step. Use soap and make sure to scrub between your toes. This helps remove the sweat and reduce the bacteria that cause the odor. Keep your feet dry. Remember, bacteria love moisture. After washing, dry your feet thoroughly, especially between the toes. You can even use a little talcum powder or foot powder to keep things dry throughout the day. Wear breathable shoes and socks. Let your feet breathe. Opt for shoes made of breathable materials like canvas, leather, or mesh. And when it comes to socks, go for moisture-wicking fabrics like cotton or wool rather than synthetic ones. Changing your socks daily, or even more often if your feet get really sweaty, is also a great way to keep the smell down. Alternate your shoes. Give your shoes a chance to air out. If you can, try not to wear the same pair 2 days in a row. This allows time for the moisture to evaporate, making it less hospitable for bacteria. Use foot antiperspirant or powder. Yes, there are antiperspirants for feet. Just like the ones you use under your arms, these products can help reduce sweating, which in turn reduces the food supply for odor-causing bacteria. Foot powders can also help absorb moisture and keep your feet drier. Soak your feet. If odor is still a problem, you might want to try soaking your feet. A vinegar or tea soak can help. Vinegar is acidic and can help reduce bacteria, while tea contains tannins that can help close pores and reduce sweating. Use insoles. Try antimicrobial or odor-absorbing insoles. These can help neutralize odors and prevent bacteria buildup inside your shoes. Let shoes dry and disinfect. After taking off your shoes, let them air out in a well-ventilated area. You can also use shoe dryers or stuff your shoes with newspaper to help absorb moisture. Disinfecting your shoes with sprays or UV sanitizers can kill bacteria, especially if they've become particularly smelly. Avoid going barefoot in public areas. In public showers, locker rooms, or pools, wear shower shoes or sandals to prevent picking up bacteria or fungi that can lead to odor. Can toenails cause stinky feet? Yes, toenail infections can contribute to stinky feet. Fungal infections of the toenails, also known as onychomycosis, can lead to thickened, discolored, and brittle nails. These infected toenails can harbor fungi that produce odor-causing byproducts, especially when combined with sweat. Toenail fungus thrives in the same warm, damp environments as athlete's foot, which means it can worsen foot odor. Treating toenail infections with antifungal treatments is important not just for nail health, but also for reducing foot odor. Can Vicks Vapor Rub help with foot odor? There is some anecdotal evidence suggesting that Vicks Vapor Rub can help with foot odor and toe fungus. Vicks contains ingredients like menthol, camphor, and eucalyptus oil, which have antimicrobial properties. These ingredients may help reduce the bacteria or fungi that cause foot odor. Wiping Vicks on funky toes has been known to help fix fungal issues. Additionally, the strong menthol scent can help mask unpleasant smells. To try this, you can apply a thin layer of Vicks Vapor Rub to clean, dry feet before putting on socks. Conclusion. So, there you have it. Stinky feet may be common, but that doesn't mean you have to live with them. With a few simple habits, you can keep your feet smelling fresh and feeling great. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on tackling life's little nuisances. And hey, if you have any secret tricks for battling foot odor, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay fresh, literally.